It is not important, but do like or dislike the video. At the beginning of the film, a young woman named Brittany is seen with a friend. They were enjoying themselves on an island near the lake's shore. They begin to rest there. In the following scene, we see the chairman of an oil company. He was drilling for oil on this island. Meanwhile, a scientist approaches the chairman and informs him we are ready for the second stage. However, the chairman forbids him. More digging on the downside, he believes, will be dangerous. The scientist convinces him that there is nothing like this. We have all the safety protocols. When the scientist tells him, he gives permission for the second stage. Brittany tells her friend a company was this island owner before. Later, oil drilling was stopped here. On it, her friend says if it is so, why it didn't reopen for the public? Brittany doesn't know anything about it. After it, Brittany asks her friend to swim in the lake. Her friend refuses to do this because she was afraid of shark. Brittany makes her understand there is nothing like this. There is no shark. After it, the doctor is shown and his colleague forbids him for the second stage because they haven't done this deep drilling before. If anything will come out, it will be risky. The doctor doesn't listen to him and his colleague tells him, the sample we got from there is ancient, almost 80 million years. That's why we should stop the second stage, but the doctor says now this will not stop because the second stage has been completed for 20 minutes. Suddenly, the research facility starts moving. There was a massive blast due to it. Brittany's friend gets scared and her friend makes her understand no need to be afraid. Earthquakes are common in this area. After it, Brittany goes into the lake for swimming. She also asks her friend to join her. Firstly, her friend refuses, but then she agrees with it. Later, they enjoy in the lake. Suddenly, something in the water comes to them. They didn't know about this because they were busy while enjoying. The thing pulls Brittany in the water and Brittany's friend gets scared. She searches for her around her, but she didn't find Brittany anywhere. Meanwhile, the thing also pulls her into the water. Later, a group of robbers is shown and the leader of this group was a female. Her name was Barb. They rob and take a painting there. Barb sends her companions to take out the painting. Barb's companions bring the boat and continue their journey on the boat. They were happy because they have easily stolen the painting. Barb's companion notices something in the lake, but none listens to him. Meanwhile, their boat collides with that thing. They realize there is a huge thing in the water, but they didn't know what the thing is. After it, the thing attacks their boat. They fall into the water because of it. None understands what happened with them. They think about the painting that has gone into the water. All were thinking the thing has gone from there. Meanwhile, the thing holds one of the companions, Barb, and takes him into the water. Their companion asks for help from them. They were scared, that's why they go to the shore. While escaping, a girl, Jill, is shown who comes to the island with her friends. Jill was doing an internship in a news company. She feels the oil company is drilling here illegally. She comes here to expose the company. A boy and two girls were there. Jill, a companion of Barb, is ended and their painting is also drowned in the water. Barb's companion says the thing I have seen in the water was looking like a shark. Barb has no concern with it, she just wants the painting back. But to go into the water is not less than death. None was ready to take out the painting. Barb gives them greed by saying, whoever brings out the painting, I'll give him 50% more. Hearing it, Barb's companion gets ready to take out the painting. His other companion forbids him from doing this. He doesn't listen to him. He goes into the water for taking the painting. As he goes inside the water, he notices a huge shark. Seeing this, the man hurriedly tries to escape from there. He reaches the shore soon. He thinks maybe the shark has left. Meanwhile, the shark comes from behind speedily and eats the man. They get surprised while seeing all this in front of them. After it, Jill and her friends are shown. They were also trying to cross this lake through a boat. They don't know about the danger, but the shark is shown coming towards them. Meanwhile, the shark collides with their boat. They notice the shark and they get worried seeing it. They get panicked. Jill's friend hurriedly moves the boat from there. Unluckily, the shark breaks their boat while attacking. They fall into the water due to it. They try to escape from there while swimming. Meanwhile, the shark holds Jill's male friend. It also ends him, and after, Jill and her female friend come out. They weren't seeing their male friend anywhere. They search for their friend, being worried. Barb and her companions are shown spying on them. Jill sees her male friend's camera. She goes near it, but as she picks it and sees the cut leg of her female friend there. They get panicked seeing it. They become upset after losing their friend. Jill's friend sees Barb and her companions. She calls them for help. Barb goes to them and acts like she doesn't know anything about their male friend. Jill's friend tells her the shark has eaten our friend. Barb also tells her the incident happened to her and takes them with her. Later, they take a rest in the forest at a place. Jill's friend tells Barb, we came here for exposing an oil company, because the company is doing drilling here illegally. Jill tells her there is a research facility of that company. From there, we can get a radio. We can get help from here. Jill asks Barb, why are you here? Barb tells a lie, we are tourists and come here for a tour. But the shark has attacked us. Jill later goes to do the in-camera recording. Barb's companion becomes furious seeing this. He forbids her to record anything. Jill feels this strange. Now because it was nighttime, so they spend the night there. The next morning, Barb decides to check the research facility. Jill tells them the location of the research facility. Now they move forward through the forest path. Because it was not less than any danger to go from the water path, they were moving forward in the forest. Here it is discovered Barb will use Jill and her friends for her task. Jill's friend says, take care of yourself and your friend if anything happens to me. Jill says while making her believe, don't worry, nothing will happen to us. They reach the research facility while talking. Jill's friend becomes happy seeing it. She was feeling the people will help them to move from here. They call while standing outside. Even after so many calls, they didn't get any response. After it, the friends go inside. Barb and her companions also arrive there. Barb sends her companions in search of a radio. When they reach, the doctor was faint there. He was injured as well. Jill and her friends become worried seeing it and come to him to help him. The doctor asks them to stay away from water, because 200 million years old shark has arrived out. It is like a monster. It has thirst for blood. During this, Barb and her companions point a gun at him. Jill and her friends didn't understand anything. Barb asks for a boat from the doctor to escape from here. The doctor says the shark has destroyed everything here. If you will get the boat, the shark will not let you go alive from here. Barb has no concern with it. She takes them to the shore of the lake at a place where her painting is drowned in the water. Barb asks the doctor to bring the painting from the water, but the doctor refuses to do this. He knew the shark will eat him as he will go into the water. Barb warns him to end Jill's friend. Seeing this, the doctor gets ready to go into the water. The shark discovers about him as he goes into the water. It eats him. Barb and her companions get shocked seeing this, but Barb still doesn't stop. Now she decides to send another person into the water. Jill escaped with her friends. Barb becomes furious at her companions. She asks them to catch the girls, and Barb's companion starts searching for those girls. One of Barb's men finds Jill's friend. As he was about to shoot her, Jill in the meantime, her friend arrive and attack him. He gets faint due to it. Meanwhile, the other companion of Barb arrives. That's why they have to run from there again. Barb's companion awakes his companion and says, you know, we have to catch them alive. We will use them as bait for shark. They again start chasing them. Jill and her friends were running toward the research facility. Meanwhile, a Barb's man comes and holds Jill's friend. He throws them as a bait for shark and throws her into the water. Seeing this, Jill's friend starts fighting with Barb's companion. Jill's friend who was in the water comes out. Barb's companion now sends Jill's other friend in the water. The shark also eats her. Jill and her friend become depressed, but they can't do anything. Now it was the evening time, so they couldn't able to see in the water. Barb decides to take out the painting tomorrow. She takes Jill and her friend into the forest, and their hands were tied, so they will not be able to run anywhere. Jill awakes and asks Barb, why did you steal the painting? Barb tells about her robbery, and it is discovered she has stolen 200 years old painting from a museum. She will get the money after selling it. Jill says, I know how to take out the painting. Barb doesn't believe her. Barb tells her the shark can be afraid of dynamite. The painting can be taken out easily like this. Barb likes her idea, but they don't have dynamites. Jill says, I can help you in searching for dynamite. If you will get the dynamite, you have to release us. Barb agrees with what she said. In the morning, Jill discovers Barb has searched for the dynamite easily. Jill says, now you have got the dynamite, so leave us. Barb doesn't agree with her. She says, my companion will move the shark away and you will get the painting out. Now they have no other option except for agreeing with her. Jill accepts what she said. Barb's companion moves the shark with dynamite and they go into the water. The shark again arrives there. They come to the shore hurriedly. Barb doesn't let them come outside because she wants the painting. Somehow Barb's companion again moves the shark away with dynamite. Her companion asks them to go into the water. Jill gets an idea and they go back into the water. Jill takes a stone from there and pretends there is a shark and returns. Barb's companion again burns the dynamite. Seeing this, Jill hits him stone forcefully. Due to it, the dynamite falls down. As Barb's companion moves to pick it, but it blasts in his hand. He dies because of it. Meanwhile, Jill's friend points a gun at them. But they also point a gun at them. Barb asks her companion to bring the gun from her. As he comes into the water, the shark appears and eats him. They get scared because of it. During this, Jill's friend shoots all the bullets at the shark. Barb doesn't restrain after all this. She again tries to send them into the water. Jill's friend refuses to obey her. During this, the shark appears from the water while jumping and returns while eating Barb. Seeing this, Jill's friend decides to end the shark. She knows if this shark will go to a populated place or a beach where will be many people, it will eat them. Here, they still have dynamite. With its help, she will end the shark. Now they wait for it to come to the shore, but the shark doesn't come even after a long time. Jill's friend decides to be the bait of shark. Jill forbids her not to take the risk. She goes herself to be the bait of shark. As she goes into the water, the shark moves to her. Seeing this, Jill asks her friend to burn the dynamite immediately. Meanwhile, her lighter stops working. Due to it, the tension increases. At the exact time, Jill's friend burns the dynamite. As shark was about to attack Jill, she goes inside the water. Jill's friend throws the dynamite in shark's mouth. The shark's divided into pieces because of the blast. They become happy after this because they have ended this trouble together. Following that, they waited on the island for assistance. It is shown that 2 fishermen were there to fish. Meanwhile, a massive shark arrives and devours them. It means that the saga isn't over yet. This has only